Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My name is Gursant Singh, and many of you may know that I was a disciple of Yogi Bhajan for some 30 years. Now, for all of you who are not familiar with Yogi Bhajan, he is the same Baba that SikhNet directors Gurumustuk and Guruka Singh follow. Also, all the disciples and followers in 3HO and Sikh Dharma International follow this Yogi Bhajan and his teachings. In fact, these people, like Gurumustuk and Guruka Singh, are such ardent followers of Yogi Bhajan. They all signed up for this contract that states that they must follow the Sikh religion as taught by Yogi Bhajan. So what that means is that if anything conflicts with the teachings of Yogi Bhajan, say the Sikh Rehat Maryada, or anything in the Siddhi Guru Granth Sahib Ji, then they are obligated to follow the teachings of Yogi Bhajan above all else. That's what this contract boils down to, that they signed. Now, speaking of my experience, between 2007 and 2009, Guru Sahib blessed me to meet Gursikhs, like my wife, who's translating what I'm saying today later in this video. Now, I also met many Gursikhs when I was in India between the same period of time. I read a particularly good book by a Dr. Trilochan Singh, who spent months with Yogi Bhajan and exposed many of his corruption and anti-Gurmat practices. To say the least, after meeting these Gursikhs and reading these books about true Sikhi, it was a real eye-opener for me when I woke up to how Yogi Bhajan was twisting and manipulating Sikhi in order to fit his tantric yoga Shiv Shakti agenda. I learned from Gursikhs about the Sikh Rehat Maryada and how proper Sikhs do not practice tantric yoga and perform Hindu pujas, rituals, and mantras as Yogi Bhajan taught. Now, I will give witness to the fact that Yogi Bhajan taught these Hindu mantras and pujas. For many years in the 1980s, I would shuttle astrologers and pundits back and forth to Yogi Bhajan's dera for Yogi Bhajan to consult with. So I know for a fact that Yogi Bhajan consulted with pundits and astrologers. He also gave me a particular puja to do of making these black garbanzo beans, which are supposed to take away negative energy and take away black magic or something, which was giving adoration and worship to this Hindu god on Saturday, this Hindu god that rules Saturday, because he told me to make these black grams on a Saturday, and that by doing this, it would take away negative energy. So I can attest to the fact that Yogi Bhajan gave out these Hindu pujas and that he consulted astrologers, which was Hindu astrology, and violated these Sikh Rehat Maryada stipulations. Now, just imagine if you had been part of a group like this and followed this Baba who said he was teaching true Sikhi, and in fact, he was not, and he was corrupt. This was a complete shock for me. So, in my enthusiasm of learning the truth about Yogi Bhajan's corrupt practices, I began trying to communicate these revelations in 2009 with my so-called 3HO friends, like the founder of SikhNet, Gurumustuk Singh. But these ardent Yogi Bhajan disciples only accuse me of slandering Yogi Bhajan. and spreading hate and lies about them. In fact, 3HO directors even ejected me from their so-called Peace Prayer Day for just showing my face at their event. For years now, and this is an ongoing censorship that's being carried out by SikhNet and Gurumustuk. Gurumustuk and his 3HO comrades have censored and or deleted my comments on social media and refused to discuss or debate my legitimate concerns and the legitimate concerns of other Sikhs as well about their anti-Gurmat practices. This is why it is particularly alarming for me to see that some Sikh Gurdwaras and individuals in the UK have invited Gurumustuk and Guruka Singh of SikhNet to come speak in the UK, where SikhNet will spread Yogi Bhajan's anti-Gurmat prachar and beg for donations, which will help 3HO spread Yogi Bhajan's lies and twisted form of Sikhi. Sikhs should not be fooled by Gurumustuk and Guruka Singh's seemingly flowery speech of peace and love. I believe SikhNet's secret agenda is to induct vulnerable young Sikhs into Yogi Bhajan's tantric yoga cult. Now you may ask, Gursant Singh, what proof do you have of this Yogi Bhajan tantric yoga cult? I will quote Gurumustuk Singh. Gurumustuk Singh, now the CEO of SikhNet, says, and I quote, "Every morning in the Amrit Vela, when I wake up, I start my sadhana with some Kundalini yoga," end quote. Well, Gurumustuk, the problem is Yogi Bhajan's sadhana practice is much more than doing some harmless yoga exercises. Hindu mantras are being chanted in this very same Aquarian sadhana, practiced by you, Gurumustuk Singh, and all the 3HO and Sikh Dharma members. This was something that Yogi Bhajan told everybody to do, and it includes Hindu mantras, which is completely a violation of the Sikh Rehat Maryada and against Gurbani. We are taught in the Sikh Rehat Maryada and in Gurbani only to worship one true God, the formless God. And by chanting these Hindu mantras, you're giving reverence to Hindu gods and deities and violating the Sikh Rehat Maryada. There are also Hindu murti and various other Hindu pujas, along with out-and-out worship of Yogi Bhajan being performed by many of Yogi's disciples, just feet away from the SikhNet headquarters at the Yogi Bhajan dera in Espanola, New Mexico. Now, Guruka Singh, who has now adopted the title of Chief Inspiration Officer, get that, he's the Chief Inspiration Officer at SikhNet, proudly proclaims in an article published on 3HO's official website that he, Guruka Singh, keeps Yogi Bhajan's dirty fingernails next to Guru Sahib's sacred Gurbani in his nitnem. This is what Sikhs call a Gutka Sahib, where the 5 banis are written, and we read from the Gutka Sahib our 5 banis every day. And Guruka Singh, this so-called Chief Inspiration Officer at SikhNet, who will be coming here to the UK and teaching young Sikhs, is keeping Yogi Bhajan's dirty fingernails in his Gutka Sahib. This is appalling, and it is a horrible example of a Sikh that Guruka Singh is putting out there for young Sikhs to follow. Appallingly, according to Guruka's own account, Yogi Bhajan told Guruka Singh that Yogi's toenails would give him, and I quote from Guruka Singh, a lot of power and protect him, like some kind of magic talisman. Now, I don't need to tell traditional Sikhs that superstitious talismans are forbidden in Sikhi, and to wear them or believe in such nonsense is a clear violation of the Sikh Rehat Maryada. I could go on and on about the many violations of SRM by SikhNet directors and these anti-Gurmat practices at the Yogi Bhajan dera, where SikhNet makes its home. But I will leave to you to view the photographic evidence posted in the next part of this video. So when I finish here, you can view all of the photographic evidence that I've accumulated over the years. Now, what actions can you take to stop SikhNet from spreading Yogi Bhajan's lies and Tantra mantra practices? I have posted at the end of this video a list of the gurdwaras and venues where SikhNet directors will be speaking in the UK during March and April. That's just a few days away. Go to your Gurdwara committee members. Look at the list that I've posted here of the Gurdwaras where they'll be speaking, and go to your Gurdwara committee members and insist that they uninvite SikhNet and demand SikhNet stop these anti-Gurmat practices. Now, if you attend one of the SikhNet's Q&A events, ask Gurumustuk and Guruka tough questions about the un-Sikh-like practices I have presented in this video. Don't be afraid to film them. Just get out your camera and your phone and film Gurumustuk and Guruka Singh's responses so the entire world-wide Sikh community can see what these Yogi Bhajan disciples are really like. If you would like to speak to me, you may call me, and I'll leave my phone number here in the description of the video and also give it to you here. I will also be happy to speak at your Gurdwaras and show this evidence in person and talk to the Gurdwara committee members if you can arrange for me to speak there and speak to them. I will present the Yogi Bhajan Tantric Yoga cult evidence that shows these anti-Gurmat practices, and I'll present this to the Sangat. You may call or text me, this is Gursant Singh, in the UK at +44, that's the country code for the UK, 737-560-8265. Or if you're in the UK, you would simply dial 0737-560-8265. Thank you for your time, and be sure to watch the rest of the video where I show this evidence of the anti-Gurmat and un-Sikh-like practices of the Yogi Bhajan cult, where SikhNet is located over there in Espanola, New Mexico. Thank you for your time. Waheguru Khalsa, Waheguru Fateh.